Hi, this is Gable End Cottage and I'm going to take you for a short tour of the property. We managed to create a very warm space in here, I think, from where we started. The clients have done all the interior design work and completed a lot of the decorations. As you can see, they've definitely put their mark on the property. It's looking really good. In this room, we managed to retain all of the existing lath and plaster of what would have formed the original outside wall of the property, and all of the timber frame was restored, and we removed the sort of the French chic wax finishes that were present, with a combination of laser cleaning and a bit of trial and error on various different solutions that ended up making sure we got all of the character retained, but actually removed all of the not so nice coverings that were present at the time. So this was the actual partition through. This would have been Gable End, this was yew tree. The clients took out the first brick and we did the knock through together. All of the existing floor levels have been retained, and as is with a building of this age, there's not too much that's level. So other than straightening some floors out, we've not actually been able to level too much because of the sizes of older properties and headroom being a factor, as you've just experienced walking upstairs. Again, this building was subject to quite a lot of structural movement historically. Our original appointment was for stopping any further movement to the building, to which we had to follow a very strict design specification from the structural engineers, which included internally supporting the existing building whilst tying it to the stone facade, which had been brought up the outside of the rear elevation of the original timber frame. As is the way with a lot of old timber frame properties, they used to just cut timbers out as they needed to gain access and more habitable space, which subsequently leads to a lot of issues further down the line. That's where we stepped in. We specialise in that as a company and kind of enjoy putting right these problems that people create for us. The borrowed light section was a bit of a collaboration between us and the clients, just to make sure that this space here, when we formed it, didn't throw too much shade, because it could have potentially been a very dark area, but I think it works really well. As we walk into what is the master bedroom and would have been the old separation between the two cottages, this is where the mainstay of the structural issues were, as you'll see from all of the remedial and structural additional works we have done. The majority is hidden, but there are signs that we've been in here. We've got a lot of fabricated straps which have helped to reconnect the spine beam to the joisting, and the external tie beam, which had been poorly maintained and had actually snapped. So we installed 2 tie bars from plate to plate and wound them together on a turnbuckle, and we actually felt the building moving in as we did that after unloading the roof. It was an intense project with lots and lots of different factors involved, but I think it's come out really well, and yeah, it looks really great. So as we come upstairs, when we arrived on site, there was nothing here other than a cupboard, and you went through the wardrobe, literally like Narnia, and you went into what was just an attic. So this was just a cold roof space that the client had the vision of turning into a nice little workspace for them to move into. So we've maintained all of the original fabric of the building up here. We've installed a designed structural floor system that we managed to do in timber, and this is why we've got the drop section in the middle, because to get our bearing points we actually had to bear off of the existing external wall plates and suspend and hang our floor through and in between. But I think, as you can see, we managed to retain all of the original floorboards that have been restored and re-put down with hand-cut nails, rosehead finished, and yeah, it's a lovely part of the building. I really like this space up here. I think it's beautiful.